War is here. House of the Dragon Season 3 wars that will blow your mind. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel where fantasy meets strategy and nostalgia fuels our digital adventures. The dance of the dragons is no longer looming. It's here. The realm is on fire, and there's no turning back. Season 3 of House of the Dragon promises to be a scorched-earth campaign of death, vengeance, and full-on civil war. With families torn apart, dragons unleashed, and some of the most brutal battles ever seen in Westeros history, the upcoming season will deliver jaw-dropping warfare that will leave fans speechless. Forget skirmishes. Forget plotting in the shadows. This is war in its most destructive, primal form. And it's not just men clashing swords, it's dragons leveling castles, cities drowning in flames, and bloodlines being wiped out before our very eyes. From the epic showdown at Rook's Rest, to the fiery skies over Harrenhal, to the legendary battle above the God's Eye that redefines dragon combat forever. Season 3 will shake the very foundations of George R.R. Martin's world. In this video, we'll take you inside the most anticipated battles of House of the Dragon's third season. We'll break down every key war, major character arc, and shocking death that's about to explode across your screen. These aren't just battles. These are turning points that will change the Seven Kingdoms forever. War is here, and it's going to blow your mind. Prelude to chaos. To understand the wars of Season 3, we have to understand where Season 2 left us. The assassination of young Prince Jaehaerys, Aegon II's son, by the infamous duo known as Blood and Cheese, was a moment of unspeakable cruelty. It sent shockwaves across the realm and ignited the full fury of King Aegon and his Green Council. The line had been crossed. Vengeance was no longer just personal, it became political, military, and utterly savage. But Rhaenyra and the Blacks are just getting started too. With her son Lucerys already dead at the hands of Prince Aemond and Vhagar, the battle lines are drawn with no room for diplomacy. Fire will be met with fire. By the time Season 3 begins, the realm is already fracturing. Alliances are being tested, lords are being forced to choose sides or be destroyed. The dance of the dragons is now unstoppable. Daemon Targaryen takes control of Harrenhal, giving the Blacks a strong position in the Riverlands. Rhaenyra has dragons, determination, and a blood claim. But the Greens have the Iron Throne, Aegon's rage, and the most powerful dragon alive, Vhagar. As both factions prepare their forces, Westeros becomes a ticking time bomb. Battle of Rook's Rest. Let's start with one of the most jaw-dropping battles you'll see in House of the Dragon Season 3, the Battle of Rook's Rest. This confrontation is nothing short of apocalyptic. Rhaenyra sends Princess Rhaenys, the queen who never was, to defend Rook's Rest, a key castle on the Black side. Rhaenys rides her dragon, Meleys, one of the most formidable beasts left alive. But the Greens see this as a chance to break the Blacks' momentum. They send Sir Criston Cole, the Hand of the King, to lure Rhaenys into a trap. And when she takes the bait, enter Prince Aemond and King Aegon, both on dragons. Yes, it's 3 dragons in one battle. Aegon rides Sunfire, the golden dragon. Aemond, of course, commands Vhagar, the oldest, largest, and deadliest of them all. The skies above Rook's Rest turn into hell. The battle is devastating. Meleys fights bravely, scorching the battlefield below and holding her own even against 2 dragons. But she's outmatched. In one of the most tragic moments in the series, Meleys and Rhaenys are killed in mid-air combat, crashing to their deaths in a fiery inferno that shocks both armies. Sunfire is wounded badly. Aegon himself suffers life-threatening injuries, burned, broken, and barely alive. But Vhagar and Aemond remain untouched. This battle changes everything. The Blacks lose one of their greatest warriors. The Greens lose a king, if not in body, then in power and spirit. The realm now knows the cost of dragon warfare. And it's only the beginning. The Riverlands in flames. After Rook's Rest, the war spills violently into the Riverlands. This region becomes a central battleground, with key houses like Tully, Blackwood, and Bracken forced into the conflict. These houses already have centuries of animosity between them, and the dance only fans the flames. The Riverlands are strategically critical. Whoever controls the Trident controls movement across Westeros. Daemon holds Harrenhal, a cursed and powerful fortress. From there, he launches raids deep into enemy territory. His brutality knows no bounds. Villages are razed. Roads are filled with corpses. Daemon is no longer just a rogue prince, he's a warlord. Aemond takes this personally. He rides Vhagar through the skies like a dark god of vengeance, burning towns to ash in retaliation. Entire communities vanish in dragonfire. This is not war, it's genocide. Season 3 will showcase horrifying dragon on civilian violence here. Blackwood and Bracken clash in one of the most ancient feuds, dragging their people into bloodshed. And Rhaenyra is increasingly losing the moral high ground as both sides commit atrocities. Expect scenes of knights clashing in muddy rivers, dragons reducing forests to cinders, and desperate small folk caught in the crossfire. This part of Season 3 will hammer home one core message. There are no heroes left. Only survivors. The Second Battle of Tumbleton. If you thought Betrayal couldn't get worse, think again. Tumbleton is where honor goes to die. Initially, the Blacks take the town with the help of two dragon riders, Hugh Hammer and Ulf White, who rise from low birth and become known as the Dragon Seeds. But soon, greed corrupts them. They betray Rhaenyra and switch sides to the Greens. What follows is the First Battle of Tumbleton, a stunning betrayal that ends in chaos. But the real shocker is the Second Battle of Tumbleton. By then, the town has become a stronghold for the traitors. The Blacks regroup, and what follows is a nighttime assault that turns the sky into a canvas of fire. Expect eerie, blood-lit scenes of nighttime dragon combat, wings casting shadows over burning towns, screams echoing through the night. Hugh and Ulf face justice in brutal fashion, whether by dragonfire, blade, or poison. Tumbleton is left in ruins, its streets slick with blood. This battle isn't just a turning point. It's the moment the Blacks realize even their own dragons can't be trusted. Battle above the God's Eye. This is it. The battle that will blow your mind. The battle above the God's Eye is the single most iconic duel in the Dance of the Dragons, and possibly in all of Westeros history. It's Daemon versus Aemond, Caraxes versus Vhagar, the rogue prince versus the one-eyed prince. Daemon, hardened by war, grief, and vengeance, seeks one final showdown. He challenges Aemond at Harrenhal. The younger prince accepts. They meet above the lake known as the God's Eye, its waters deep, mysterious, and black as night. The skies crack with lightning. The dragons rise. What follows is a breathtaking aerial battle that will leave audiences in stunned silence. Caraxes is smaller but faster. Vhagar is ancient and powerful. They circle, clash, dive, and burn the very heavens. Daemon is seen leaping from his saddle, Valyrian steel in hand, straight into Aemond's chest midair. They crash into the lake below. Both dragons die. Both riders disappear. Years later, Caraxes' body is found. Daemon's sword is lodged in Aemond's armor. But Daemon himself is never recovered. This isn't just a battle. It's legend, myth, madness, and it will go down as one of the most unforgettable scenes in House of the Dragon history. King's Landing in crisis. As these wars rage across Westeros, King's Landing becomes a powder keg ready to explode. Rhaenyra finally takes the city after Aegon II disappears following his injuries. But it's not the victory she dreamed of. The people hate her. Food is scarce. Riots erupt. The Gold Cloaks rebel. Dragons cannot fix a starving kingdom. The High Septon speaks out against her. The faith turns. Traitors surround her throne. She begins executing enemies in desperation, sometimes even allies. Her paranoia grows. Her reign, brief and joyless, spirals into tyranny. Season 3 will likely end with her betrayal. When Aegon II returns,